good evening, Southwest Florida and sites around the world. It is time for the 85th annual Edison Festival of Light Grand Parade. Ted Fitzgeorge alongside Jacqueline Berger, and we are proud to be here to help celebrate Southwest Florida and Fort Myers' most famous part-time winter resident, Thomas Edison. Some technical difficulties to get started, but we are rolling.
It's always fun when there's a little something going on.
Live TV, there ain't nothing like it, as they say. We've had the first round of motorcycles and fire trucks go through already. We are sitting on Edwards Drive between Henry Street and that would be Jackson. The river is behind us, the Caloosahatchee. It is just a beautiful setting. We're not sure what you can see when they shoot us, but our sights are fabulous. The palm trees in front of us, the river in back of us, and just a fantastic parade up ahead. The weather is perfect.
I think my car said 75, and it was sunny when I left home.
The head of the Lee County Bar Association, Spencer Cordell,
has
finagled himself a jacket, and he is across from us waving at everyone. So
those jackets, they're worth $1 million around here.
They got you right into the VIP tent earlier tonight. So anyway, I've been doing this for 25 years now. Jacqueline, this is like 5 or 6 years now for you, isn't it?
I think we're 5.
I think that's fantastic. I'm so happy to have you here. Jacqueline, of course, a former reporter at NBC2, and now is like top dog at the American Heart Association here in Southwest Florida.
Top dog. I have the marketing and communications.
So, sounds like a top dog to me.
It is.
Our Grand Marshals will be coming through shortly. We have honorary Grand Marshals throughout the parade tonight. We are honoring all of the local heroes. A lot of you may know, and some of you may not. It was a big story here in Southwest Florida, but on September 28th, Southwest Florida was hit very hard by a nearly Category 5 hurricane, Hurricane Ian.
We call it Category 5 in my house.
We've invited them back to be part of the parade, and they'll be through a bit later on tonight as well. That includes people that took boats out on roads, not in canals or on the river, but there was so much water on the roads that people went out on their boats in the roads and rescued people from their houses that had gone as high as they could. People just lost everything, and it was just amazing to watch the people helping people, and so proud of the way Southwest Florida handled it. When you drive around here, and we'll talk about it through the course of the parade, Sanibel Island, Fort Myers Beach, Pine Island, Matlacha, places that will never look the same again. It's very sad when you go out and see it, and so many people lost everything, and our heart goes out to them. But the pride that we have in the people that stayed behind, and the people that helped, and the people that made this town and this area what it is, I just love it.
Well, and a lot can be said for this parade. It's still going on tonight. And that's not something that people could have thought about. If you talk about October, November time.
Think about what we've gone through the last few years. In 2020, we got our parade in 2020.
Yes.
But then COVID hit in March of 2020, so it was still, despite the fact that Florida got back into its groove a bit sooner than a lot of other states, in 2021 we had issues and did not run the parade the way we normally do. We condensed everything into one weekend and had a good weekend downtown, but not the usual parades that we have. We're back strong.
Yeah,
Southwest Florida strong. We did our junior parade last Sunday, was a booming success, thanks to Sydney Shirkus and her crew putting on an awesome parade last Sunday, and the Junior King and Queen coronation. And of course tonight is the showpiece of all of our events. We'll talk about some of the other events as the night goes on. But this is the showpiece. This is one of the largest nighttime parades in the southeastern United States, if not in the entire nation. So,
and here we are.
This is our first honorary Grand Marshal coming into view. And we're kind of working blind here. I assume that this is what we're looking at. So,
I feel confident. That looks like our actual.
That is our sheriff, Sheriff Carmine Marcino. He is our first honorary Grand Marshal, and it's good to see Carmine coming out of his shell.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, so it's great to see everyone out here today. That's
He's brought his crew out with him as well.
He
needs to smile a little bit. He should be happy he's in the parade.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
There you go. That's what we like to see from our sheriff.
There's a smile. He's got an ice cream truck somewhere behind him. Surely we can find an ice cream truck. But the sheriff and all of his crew and jump around music and not quite the typical law enforcement. A little photo op here. The sheriff out dancing with a young girl. She's not having it, but he's trying.
Now he's going to apply her with candy.
Wow. Don't worry, she'll be on all the pamphlets here in a year or so. But he really tried.
You notice the LA Dodgers jacket alongside of Sheriff Marcino. I wonder if that's his dad, because his dad played baseball in the LA Dodgers organization.
Yeah, it looks like that man could have played baseball 30, 40, 50 years ago. So there goes the rest of the LCSO crew, all seemingly very happy to be part of this evening's experience. So we're grateful to have them alongside. The sheriff also bringing along
his own camera crew.
There's a former ABC2 reporter, Nestor Montoya, joining us here, as well as.
You think he would point that camera up here and get a shot of his former colleague?
Maybe he doesn't see us.
Nestor?
Oh, he doesn't. All right. Well, and he missed the attempted photo op.
That's right.
So,
next up we have the Lee County Sheriff. Well, I'm not even sure what this is, but it's got Carmine's name on it.
It does. Behind that,
it is one of the SWAT vehicles.
We're excited to see some of our some more honorary hurricane heroes.
We also have, we are honoring all of the meteorologists from the local TV stations, NBC, ABC, Fox, and Wake CBS. There is Rob Duns, second in the car.
Rob Duns, the midday meteorologist at NBC2, former coworker of mine.
They are followed by somebody needs to tell these people the TV tower.
Oh, there's Paul Tanner, our friend at NBC2.
That's the first alert storm tracker. And next up, a very, very large machine.
ABC7, they said, bring us a ride. I saw the promo. They asked for someone to give them a ride, and here's what they ended up with. Check it out. They're as tall as us.
This is ABC7.
Greg Parker.
Their team includes John Patrick. John Patrick has actually been up here and done this with me. John Patrick and Krista Fogelsong actually did one of these parades with me before you and I got together doing that. John Patrick, Sandy Squires, Jesselyn Ferencz, and Jim Dickey. That was John Patrick and Jim Dickey on the ABC7 truck. The NBC team includes Allison Ray, Jason Dunning, Rob Dunn. Jason and Rob were in the parade. Lauren Hope and Justin Hobbs also on it.
And Fox 4 behind them here in the yellow cars.
Fox 4, of course, includes Trent Eric, Lauren Petrelli, Andrew Shipley, and Katie Walls. There's Katie.
Great to see them here as well. And then a Fox 4 car with them too. Again, all of these individuals stayed on television all the way through the hurricane.
Worked us out and got us through it as safely as they possibly could. And we have decided this year to honor all of the local heroes, and those heroes include the local meteorologists. Next up, the Wink TV team. This is the CBS network. There at the top, of course, is Matt Devitt. He is legendary already here in Southwest Florida. Matt Devitt, Dylan Federico, Juliana Mejia, Amanda Pappas, Nash Rhodes, Greg Rule, and Casey Sherman.
They have almost
They brought just about everyone out, and it's just a pleasure to see them enjoying the show.
Yes. Yes, and a good opportunity for them. Usually television teams
They're stuck in the studio.
Don't make it out to have the opportunity to see everyone. Behind them, more heroes themselves, the American Red Cross.
Always heroic, always heroic.
And always appreciated, especially after that time. I know they came down my street delivering meals and snacks and whatever they could offer us.
Next up is the Corvette Club, and you'll see some very, very nice Corvettes coming through. You see an awful lot more. They've really worked hard to promote the newest Corvette. You see a lot of them on the road here in Southwest Florida. They are sharp. They have a distinctly different design than the last few years' worth of Corvettes.
I haven't seen you drive one.
And it's fun. Well, I'm past that midlife crisis part of my life, unless I'm going to live to be 132.
Well, you could try.
So, which is possible.
Sorry, I keep standing up, Ted. It's
I know.
hard to see over here, and
I can't stand up because I don't have enough slack in my cord.
I feel like I'm too excited to sit down. I can try for you, Ted.
Let's see if I've got any more here. Oh, I see. Here we go. If we do that.
Oh, Ted found some.
There we got it. All right. Now we can stand up. And we'll do
without
that.
choking yourself.
We'll stand up. We're not going to be on camera, so we might as well stand up and enjoy the parade. And maybe another swallow of beer.
It's just easier to wait. So he's good now. We don't want to choke. We don't want him to choke himself today.
So these are all members of the Corvette Club that are going by now.
Beautiful vehicles.
And this next band that will be coming into view, you see it there now, is our honor band. The first band of the parade is always considered the honor band. That is an honor that rotates from school to school to school each year. And this year's honor band is Island Coast High. They are, of course, the Gators.
Yes, from Cape Coral. So great to have
Island
them
Coast High School in their green and gold.
back here. And exciting for them to get to be the first band to come through.
We talk about this all the time. This is not marching band season, of course. Marching band season in the fall. They march during football games and whatnot, so we certainly appreciate them coming back out and putting their show together for us here. And you'll see the bands know where the camera is. So the bands will get out here and they will perform during the course of the evening, and you'll get a chance to see some great high school musicians.
Here they go.
And here they go now. They were the Gators of Island Coast High School in Cape Coral, just across the river from us. And they are this year's honor band. The first band through, we've got 17 bands, including a band from Ohio. We look forward to seeing them. That's from Field High School in Ohio. We'll talk about them as they
Awesome.
go
We love
through.
when people travel to join us here at the Edison Festival of Parade. What a fun opportunity. Stand up and honor
Our vet in effect.
Vet. Oh, I see. I couldn't see the vet.
It's behind you.
Yeah, I got it.
It's
Yeah.
coming into view. We really didn't need these chairs up here, did we?
I'm sorry, we didn't sit, Ted.
No, it's all right. No, it's hard. I'm happy to do this.
course, always appreciate our veterans, and great to see them be able to enjoy time in this parade.
And that is a Cuban Missile Crisis veteran in the white Corvette. That's Franklin Russo, and he is enjoying himself. And that was 1962.
Yeah, what a 1958 to 1964.
Yeah, and the Cuban Missile Crisis was 1962, so he served during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Wonderful to have him
That was
here.
in October of 1962 with all of our veterans. Again, we're honoring a lot of heroes tonight. Hometown heroes, local heroes, veterans that are heroes. Having a good time, that's great.
Mission Barbecue, a restaurant that honors heroes every
We're going to
single
go
day.
ahead and drop another Bennigan's reference on
There we
here.
go.
Because
Gosh,
Mission
wait.
Barbecue in Fort Myers is the site of the old Bennigan's bar
Yeah, if
and
you've ever-
restaurant. And that was legendary in Southwest Florida back in the late 70s.
All right, Ted, I'm
and
going to
early
cut you
80s.
off. Fort
Coming into
Myers
view.
Mayor Kevin Anderson passing us here, and a Ford truck. I'm sure they didn't have that when Bennigan's was around.
Kevin also is a former board member of the Edison Festival
Oh.
of Light. His lovely wife, Kristen, is there behind him and enjoying the crowd and the parade. It's just a beautiful night here in Southwest Florida. Kevin doing a great job as mayor.
Of course.
Next up is the outgoing president. She has been the president of the Edison Festival of Light for the past year. That is, of course, Melissa Giovanelli, also a member of the Lee County School Board. Next up, there's Jonathan Martin, and Amy and the kids have actually made the trip.
Yes.
And we thought Amy would stay home with the kids, but the kids got to ride in the parade.
Everyone
That's
gets to
awesome.
ride
That's
in the
fantastic.
parade.
Next up is Spencer Roach. Where is Spencer?
Oh, there he is. He's running behind.
Oh, I was going to say he's not campaigning for votes.
Yep,
He's not campaigning for votes. Shaking hands, passing out candy, probably. Next up, Teresa Watkins Brown and Lynn Boucher. They are riding in the back of their truck and enjoying the parade.
Yes.
Good to see
That's
you
the,
guys.
that's the way you watch it. That's the way you watch it. So grateful for all of our local leaders to be here tonight. And if you want to talk about Hurricane Heroes, all the leadership that was occurring during that time, we needed a lot of it.
Okay.
That's
And
absolutely true.
Next up is the second band. We've lost a couple of people that were on our list, but everybody seems to be coming through.
We made it
This
through.
is the lighting band of Lehigh Senior High School out in Lehigh Acres, a bit east of Fort Myers, and it is our second marching band of the evening, 17 bands in all. Ian Mann does a great job of organizing the bands, getting them ready to go, bringing bands in sometimes from all around the country. A little tougher this year.
Yeah.
Because we're a little short of hotel rooms down here. After the hurricane, we still have a lot of people here from around the country working and filling up our hotels and motels.
Well, and if you're not working, there are people who typically have homes here that are
And they
living
need
in
a
our
place to
hotels.
live, that's right.
So we do appreciate all of the bands that join us tonight. Always a fun time to
I'm loving the outfits.
Uh-huh.
I'm loving the outfits on the
you know what I was just
dancing.
telling someone earlier that these like one-piece jumpsuits are coming back in style, and here we are. So Ted, you're
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks.
the
And they are, of
opportunity is
course,
here.
followed by the band.
I mean, you don't get that every day.
No, you don't.
Always a sight. So hopefully the band will stop here and show off a little bit. We do appreciate all of the bands that come through.
Lehigh's still a relatively new high school out of Lehigh Acres. When I first got to Southwest Florida, if you lived in Lehigh, you went to Riverdale High School in East Fort Myers, and before that, you went to high school in Alva. There was Alva Middle School, and then you went to high school in Alva before Riverdale opened. And I'm sure Riverdale will be here a bit later on.
1800s?
Yes, that when I first got here. You know, it's a long way down from the top of this platform, Jack. All right.
All right, following the lovely band, we have another vehicle representing the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Maybe a few vehicles representing the Sheriff's Office. Starting with their monster year. It's back from when Ted first got here. First time you rode the back of one, huh?
The sheriff has provided a lot of units for us for our parade this year.
Well, thankfully we don't need many of those
We
tonight.
appreciate that. But it's nice that we've got all of our meteorologists too. They put them all at the front of the parade, so the folks have already been able to honor the local heroes. I love these old cars.
Such a cool sight.
This one is a 1965 car. It's already gone through on the parade route, but now it's just coming into view in front of us.
And this
Next up is the Rook Truck and Trailer.
While we have a second here, Ted, we should probably thank some of our sponsors. We do appreciate all the sponsors who make nights like tonight possible. Of course, the city of Fort Myers, where we are located here today, and FPL, Florida Power and Light.
We also want to thank the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association, near and dear to my heart as I am a real estate broker at Scooter Bay Realty. Panther Printing, the Greater Fort Myers Chamber of Commerce, and of course the Southwest Florida and Lee County Fair Association.
Edison and Ford Winter Estates, of course, the original winter home of our friend, Mr. Thomas Edison. LCEC, again, FPL and LCEC, near and dear to our hearts for people who are waiting for their power to come back on.
LCEC is Lee County Electric Co-op. Of course, the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools Incorporated. They do what we did last Saturday, which is we did our Day of Discovery in conjunction with the STEMtastic event that they put on. Marshall Bauer does a great job with the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. And the Luminary Hotel, a sponsor, they gave us their amphitheater last night for the Ben Allen Band. We had a great turnout for our kickoff party last night, and we hope that becomes an annual event here in the Edison Festival world.
The Florida Weekly, Lippman Family Farms, Upright Aluminum, and Palm Tree Nursery, as well as Outer Ticks.
And you've got to be loving something called the Ice Cream Response Team.
Yes.
I'm not sure if they'll stop and give us any.
But it doesn't look like this response team is currently stopping, but
there's Carmine giving ice cream to the youngsters.
I've never received ice cream from Carmine, but I have received ice cream from the truck.
We've got the a bomb robot and a dog robot, a marine boat up ahead as well.
Hopefully we don't need to hit
driver safety.
Additionally, sponsors Rockstar Realty, Extreme Demolition and Land Clearing, Hertz, Plumbing Nerds, and Signs by Tomorrow.
Of course, LSI Companies, Riverside Realty Group. We could not do anything that we do around here without our friends at Suncoast Beverage. That is, of course, Budweiser. And that was appropriate as you took a swig. And Wilbur Smith, Attorneys at Law, Wilbur and his crew of attorneys, they sponsored our beer wagon last night at the band party, and we appreciate that. Coca-Cola, ECP Outdoors, and the Hot Chili Rods. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got a great car show downtown. That's right. So,
Broadway Palm, of course, the Fort Myers Track Club that puts on not only last week's Kid Run, but as well as tonight's 5K. Ted did not participate yet again. But the challenge is still on.
I turned 16. I got my driver's license. I quit running.
We're working to convince him.
And of course, Calusa Tent Rental provides a lot of the equipment that we use to set up and turn down and make this parade happen. We have over 200,000 people lining the streets of Fort Myers on a beautiful night, probably in the mid-60s right about now. A great breeze blowing. We are set up on Edwards Drive, between Henry Street and Jackson Street with the Caloosahatchee River to our back. My name is Ted Fitzgeorge. I am a board member for the Edison Festival. Here comes some cute little horses. And I am
what do those do for the Sheriff's Department? Tell me
joined, of course, by Jacqueline Venus Berger. And so it's your turn to do the inappropriate stuff. Okay, I understand. That's good.
Sorry, Ted, you said it's year 5. I feel like I've been here.
You have carte blanche now. Say whatever floats your boat. That's no problem. Here comes the Lee County Sheriff Marine Patrol.
Minus, or after the...
and they've got themselves a convict. They've let him out for the parade. Yes.
We're letting him.
Wonder how many cigarettes that cost him.
in the parade. Well. Marine units, of course, very important down here in Southwest Florida.
They'll have jet skis on the back of this as it goes by, and you'll see it coming into view now. You saw the drones go by earlier today, too.
Oh, I missed.
We will have a couple of balloons. We're hoping like heck that they don't get shot down during the course of the trip through downtown Fort Myers.
And they probably won't blow away. It's not nearly as windy tonight as it was for the junior parade last weekend.
Right.
Ted almost blew away. I held him down. It was a dramatic affair.
We lost a monitor in the wind.
We may have lost two.
And they lost a monitor.
Multiple.
We want to thank our friends from FSW, the crew. They are making this work. We are not able to stream live tonight for various reasons beyond our control, but we are recording, and hopefully they'll be able to go into post-production and put this on the internet afterwards for folks to see themselves in the parade or their family and friends in the parade. Bo Young, Paul Nolan, and Corey Lassou doing yeoman's duty tonight on top of the TV tower and down at the base as well, making things happen in internet land.
It is all very appreciated. FSW has been
Coming in the site, you see the bomb squad vehicle, 2 ATVs, and there's some more LCSO, Lee County Sheriff's Office vehicles. They are a very large presence in tonight's parade, and we appreciate them coming out and accepting the kudos from the crowd as they go through the streets of Southwest Florida. The parade leaves Fort Myers High School behind Lee Memorial Hospital at 7 o'clock in the evening on the third Saturday in February. It comes out to US 41, turns north, comes into downtown Fort Myers, down Main Street, makes a left on Henry Street, a right on Edwards, a right on Jackson, and it finishes up in the old City of Palms ballpark where the Red Sox first played when they moved to Fort Myers probably about 30 years ago or so.
And I think we are finally, after a number of years of being a little mishmashed, I think we're finally back to the parade route. Is that right, Ted?
And what passes for the parade route now until next year, there's been a lot of construction on US 41 the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably going to be another 2 or 3 years. And from year to year, we look and see where do we expect it to be next February so we can plan our parade. These things don't just happen. There's a lot of work. We've got a board that consists of 28 to 30 people, a non-paying board. It is a working board of directors, and they truly do work. It's a labor of love. But we put on a lot of different events here at the Edison Festival. And if you ever are looking for something to do in February, get out of that cold north winter and come on down. Our temperatures in February are normally just like it is tonight, absolutely beautiful. We have a junior parade last weekend. We have our grand parade this weekend. And in between, we have a lot of other great events. The kingdom is the mythical and mystical kingdom of Edisonia. We have princes, princesses, duchesses, dukes, kings, queens, families that have been building floats for generations. And you'll see some of the junior parade float winners that are going to be in this parade.
Some of the family floats are always my favorite.
They truly are.
Such great creativity and all the thought that goes into what Edisonia means to a family here in Fort Myers. So many people have been part of this parade and part of this process for many, many years, including our friend here, Ted Fish.
And I think you should talk about someone who made her first appearance last week at the junior parade.
Oh, yes.
That would be your daughter.
Miss Sutton Virginia Berger made
Sutton
her
Virginia
very
Berger.
first appearance.
She was born when?
October 6th of last year.
So she did not have to survive the
So she was
hurricane.
just
You had to
shy of
survive the
hurricane.
hurricane with her. Yes.
I made sure that she was safe and sound.
She
and,
is absolutely
now
adorable.
she's
She
here.
smiled for me the whole time. She's got a great grip. And we were thrilled to have her be a part of the junior parade last
Yes,
week.
it was wonderful to introduce her to
By-
the world of Edisonia.
By part of the parade, I mean she sat on the corner and drank beer, but you know.
She drinks what she wants to drink
That's right.
here. And we are excited now to welcome more of our leadership from the Edison Festival. And behind them,
Behind the first wagon is Mariner High School.
thank you. You see better than I
The
do.
Silver Magic Marching Band, the Tritons of Mariner High School, some famous alumni. Ernest Graham went to Mariner High School. Teddy Dupay, Florida Gator, one of the all-time great shooters in college basketball.
And many of these local bands also visited us last week in the junior parade. Great to have them back this evening.
That's Bill Mankin, former president of the board of directors. You get in, and it's like the Godfather. Just when you think you get out, they pull you back in, and you never quite get away from it. It's something that gets in your blood. You just enjoy the smiles and the joy that these parades. There's just something about a parade.
I've got the chance to walk through the parade once in my prior life, and it was there's quite a pull to it.
And there just went by Fred Burson, Terrell Watson, and Darla Bonk. A little bit late, but they made it through.
Sure, joining us behind them looks like our friends from FPL. Change your current.
More of our honored guests, our local heroes, the people that got the power back up. You know, after Hurricane Andrew back in the early 90s, they were without power for 4 and 5 months over on the other coast. For the most part, everyone here had their power back within 10 days to 2 weeks, and it seemed like a long time at the time. But when you look back on it and think, we had trucks lined up waiting to come in the day after the hurricane went through from all over the country. And we've invited some of those folks to come back, and they'll be in the parade as well. So.
Absolutely, and these men and women that made that possible, from the very top to the linemen who were making it happen every single day. Those weren't short days; those weren't easy days.
This is a 1925 Mack truck that just went by. It's a Florida Power and Light truck, and they're followed by a transmission truck.
Followed by one of the things that saved us nowadays.
That's right. And behind that transmission truck, the Red Knight Band of North Fort Myers High School, Deion Sanders and Javon Curse, both graduates of North Fort Myers High School. Deion still comes back and provides shoes for the football team and helps out around the campus and stuff. He's the newly minted head coach at the University of Colorado. We're excited to see how Deion does out west of the Mississippi. But they are dressed up in their red shortly after Valentine's Day, and the band is behind them, and we hope that they'll put on a show. They normally do. The North Fort Myers band does a great job, and we hope they'll spot the camera and give us a show.
I'll double tap on the red comment, Ted. Don't forget that red is also, or February is also.
Heart Association, right?
Yes, is the American Heart Month. Heart disease and stroke, the #1 killer.
Always be marketing.
Always be
That's
marketing.
it. ABM, good job. And once again, you hear from the Kingsman, Louie, a staple of high school bands for as long as I can remember.
Ted's favorite song.
But you're going to see them dancing momentarily. And that was the Red Knight Band of North Fort Myers High School, the Marching Red Knights. Great job by my partner, Jacqueline, to jump up and catch that on camera. Nicely done. You are versatile, mobile, agile, and nubile.
I think that's what I get paid for.
Yeah. How much are they paying you?
Just time with you, Ted.
Labor of love.
I'm taking time with you.
There you go. And good barbecue later and a cold beer. And in your view right now, of course, you see one of the favorite balloons here. This is from LCEC, the Lee County Electric Co-op, and their balloon, and all of the LCEC employees pulling the balloon.
I love that LCEC
I do
brings a
too.
balloon. It's just one of my favorite things.
That's always a big hit.
Does that balloon have a name? That future looks bright.
And you know, it always makes me happy because there's another former board member, Karen Ryan, marching in the parade. Karen was down here last night with her sister Lisa.
Always committed to the community, and they're involved.
Hardworking. She is the voice and the face of LCEC. So when they need to go on camera, they put Karen in front of the camera.
She's also an endless email answerer.
Yes,
and
does a great
all
job.
of the things.
Does a great
Behind
job.
LCEC looks like our friends from Pike Electric. We're seeing some of the other
Out-of-state transmission power trucks, Pike, Mastec, SPE Group, and Hogland.
Appreciate all of them.
Skip Mitchell, another volunteer that works hard for this parade, does a lot of things around town. Skip is a retired postman, and Skip also is involved, very involved on the board for the City of Palms basketball tournament, which is the premier high school basketball tournament in the country year after year after year. And that is now held at the arena on the campus of Florida Southwestern University. The FSW crew, of course, helping us out with the parade today. Here's Mastec in their truck, and then behind that, of course, will be the SPE Group and Hogland.
Again, these trucks invited because they helped so much after Hurricane Ian.
They were lined up. There's Jim Jett taking some pictures, finding us in his camera. That's great. It's always happy to see Jim.
You spot cameras a mile away.
This is SPE Group.
And then coming into your screen now,
This should be our first out-of-state band, and I think maybe our only out-of-state band this year.
Royal Guardsmen from
Field High School in Mogadore, Ohio. Mogadore, Ohio.
Mogadore. Their sign says Brimfield, Suffolk, so I believe Mogadore. But
I'm just telling you what our notes say. I can tell you this: the Royal Guardsmen in the '60s did a song called "Snoopy versus the Red Baron." And that was by a group called the Royal Guardsmen. Mogadore, it's in Portage and Summit counties in the U.S. state of Ohio. Population 3,811, but they sent their high school band up here. Their population is down a bit tonight because a large chunk of them are enjoying the beautiful weather in Southwest Florida.
It's got to be better here than it is up there.
It's in northeast Ohio, not too far from Cleveland.
I have a sister-in-law from Ohio. Like the state of Ohio.
I have a wife from Ohio.
I
She's
did
from
not
just
know.
outside of Cleveland, on the east side of Cleveland.
She ever been in Mogadore?
I'm going to have to ask her. She didn't know where Mogadore was. The band looks great. I mean, look at the outfits, the music.
Someone told that band, you want to go to Florida in February?
They all showed up.
Yes.
That was fantastic. We thank the Royal Guardsmen of Field High School in Mogadore, Ohio for coming down and being part of the 85th annual Edison Festival of Light Parade. Following the band, we have some more neighborhood heroes. This is NBC2. No, they messed it up. This is Brian Hammond. This is Brian Hammond going by.
Lee County Commissioner. Local Chairman I. Commissioner Hammond, how are you? So we are without notes. Well, we've got notes, but what do notes matter, Ted?
This is Mayor Dan Allers that just went by.
Mayor's speech, of course. Fort
Fort
Myers
Myers Beach hit very hard by Hurricane Ian, and it will be changed forever, but they are building back better too.
They certainly are, and we appreciate the mayor taking the time to be out here today.
And in line, we've got some neighborhood heroes. This will be NBC2's Sean Martinelli. And Sean has been doing a great series. It's ongoing called Story to Share.
Yeah.
And if you've been down here and you've been watching NBC2, he has just found some heartwarming stories that just wrench at you and he just has a way of telling the stories.
Well, Ted, I like to say that I rubbed off a little bit on Sean. He was my seatmate for about 2 weeks until right when he arrived here at Southwest Florida.
When he first got here, right?
And he was like, "Can I change seats?" So that was the end of
So
Sean.
did you change seats with
No,
him?
he did.
Oh.
No, he wanted to get away
He
from
didn't
it.
just want to swap with
No,
you. He'd still be next to you,
he wanted out.
like we did earlier.
Yeah, no,
he just wanted out.
He was like, "Is there any
Well,
other seat in the newsroom?"
Sean's loss is my game. Sean's
And,
loss is my game. So
here we are many years later, but yes, what a cool story to see frequently at the end of the 6 o'clock news on NBC2.
And I think Sean is riding actually on the trolley, or is he walking alongside? We'll find out here in a moment.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Oh, there, I see him. No, he's walking. There's
Yeah,
Sean in the middle.
I think he's walking alongside. So
Yep, he's
Right.
in the bottom left corner of your screen. Mr. Martinelli, very
And there it is.
popular amongst the fans here.
Stories to share.
The original stories to share. We got a wave
There
from
you
John
go.
eventually.
Sure, you yell at him loud enough, and that's what happens.
Maybe that's why he changed seats.
This is the Vic's painting trolley going by now, and behind the Vic's painting trolley is our first major float of the night. This is the Athenian Academy Charter School coming into view. Vic's trolley is in quite a bit, yeah.
Okay, sorry, the
No
letters
problem.
were going up in a different order.
AACS. This is the Athenian Academy Charter School, dressed in their Athenian costumes.
Love it.
Greek Fest going on this weekend as well here in Southwest Florida. Always a fun event. I may drop in for some flaming Greek food
There we
tomorrow.
go.
Flaming cheese. It's so good, you know.
Ooh, we're having that.
Yeah.
Love the,
But look at the
flow
float.
here.
This is just a
Wow.
beautiful float. It's
Filled with kids, always a fan favorite when you put kids on the float. Really cool. Great job.
They have a lot of energy.
Yes.
And I see Spider-Man coming into view. And is that Ant-Man? That must be Ant-Man.
You're ahead of me, Ted.
Spider-Man, I'm not really up on my superheroes.
I got two Spider-Mans and
I think it's Ant-Man. But I
I
have
didn't
no
know that
idea.
was a thing, but
I have no clue. I'm clueless.
Absolutely.
I did see Superman in the 5K run earlier today, and you say you knew him.
Yes, my friend Very Small.
Temco Pest Control with a hearse.
Hearse, always
It
nice to
is
see
a
them
1990
buying the
Cadillac
hearse.
Temco Pest Control hearse. Dying to wish Mr. Edison a happy birthday.
Love that. Love that.
Next up, the Fort Myers Stars Dancing Divas.
Always good to see some of our local crews come out for a fun dance. It looks like are they getting ready to stop, Ted? I think they might be. This is the parade route about a mile or so, right, Ted?
That's what I was just debating just exactly how far they go and how many times they'll stop and dance. Note to self, though, we are going to have to get someone. Jacqueline doing double duty again, working the camera to make sure that we get the girls and their dance on camera for you.
This dance crew is ready. Men and women of all ages. Whoa!
That's a lot of energy.
My legs never gone there. Ever. Ted, leave us. There we
And
go.
the crowd loves it.
Yes.
The crowd loves it.
Very popular.
All right. The Fort Myers Fire Cats with their own golf cart.
Appreciate the parents and all the volunteers.
And coming into view now is, here comes
Chilly breeze.
the Lee Health Float. So this is the big healthcare system here in Southwest Florida, Lee Health. This should be their float, and it is.
Yes.
Lee Health Strong, we celebrate our community.
Dr. Antonucci looks like he is
He's
up
enjoying
there on
himself.
top.
This is 2 years in a row for Dr. Antonucci. It's very nice to see him.
Yes,
You're awesome. Great job.
Joining us with some of his team from Lee Health.
He was our actual Grand Marshal.
2 years ago.
Right. Well, let's see,
Yeah.
what it was 2022. So
Oh, wow.
great to
Last
see you.
year.
Because remember 2021, we had to bang the parade because of COVID.
Yes.
So last year, also because of COVID, we honored Dr. Antonucci and the folks of Lee Health. So great to see you.
I was just at Lee Health yesterday. No, yesterday for health.
Next up, Golisano Children's Hospital of Southwest Florida. It used to be that if you needed a children's hospital, you had to either go to Tampa or Miami. And with the generosity of the Golisano family, we now have a world-class children's hospital right here in Southwest Florida, and they are major contributors to our parade and our events year after year. They were here last week for a fantastic day of discovery.
And it looks like here we have another dance crew. Unfortunately, my notes don't have their...
They're telling me still beaching in Edison, which I believe is the float coming down.
Yeah,
But the dance group, Top Notch is the name of the group.
thanks.
It's the Top Notch Dance Group. Probably elsewhere in our notes and our parade lineup. Things get a little mixed up at times. Somebody gets here late. They've got to slide them in somewhere after they've given us
I've been there at the
our
beginning
final
of the parade, Ted. It is
hectic.
no one really knows, but everyone knows.
Exactly. One of these years, I'm going to take a little time off for doing this. I would love to ride in this parade. I would love to ride this parade. Here we go, they're dancing.
We're not going to give you any chance to take any time off.
No. Wow. That is a high-energy act right there. The top-notch dancers. Great work. Great work by my camera lady, Jacqueline Berger. She's handling all sorts of duties tonight. And next up, as she zooms in on it, it is still beaching in Edison. And this is one of our junior parade floats. This was one of our winners last week.
I love this one.
This was awesome. This was awesome. Wait till you see the little kids as they come into view, enjoying the ride and the nighttime parade, and they look wide awake.
Yeah.
It's past my bedtime.
Yeah. Tomorrow may be a little bit different of a story, but we all of their inner tubes say Southwest Florida strong. It's so cool to have them and their families here tonight. And what an honor for them to get to be part of the grand parade after being in the junior parade. Still beaching in Edisonia. Behind them, Ted's favorite.
One of my favorites, the Riverdale Marching Band. It is the alma mater of my sister,
Yes.
Alexandra. And I always like to see
Ted,
the Raider.
it's been too long if I can fill in the gaps
That's
for you.
it. The Raider Marching Band.
Band music paired with Kenny Chesney here. 10, I always have the ability to hear it all.
The electricity. I mean, it's just, like I said, who doesn't love a parade? The feel-good factor is off the charts.
I want to say this is the first time I've noticed
The lit-up drums, yes.
Lit up drum.
I kind of like that. I'm going to have to mention that.
Yes. Of course, the Edison Festival Light Parade, known for the lights.
And coming in behind Riverdale High School, we've got area law enforcement, including Fort Myers Police Department, Sanibel Police, the Florida Highway Patrol. Again, in the vein of honoring our local heroes, we've got the Port Authority Police, the fire truck. It's all just ahead at the 85th annual Edison Festival of Light Parade. We are so happy to be here.
Yes,
Jacqueline Berger, my partner, and my name is Ted Fitzgeorge.
With the lead of the Fort Myers Police Department, we saw the honoring of Fort Myers Police Chief Derek Diggs, who passed away earlier this week, to get us started in tonight's parade.
That went by before we were able to get on camera, so it did not show, but we lost Chief Diggs earlier this week, and Chief Diggs loved riding in this parade. He's been in it for 7 years as the chief, and you could just see the smile on his face as he rode through the crowd.
And Chief Diggs' smiles were few and far between. He didn't show much,
but he did
yes,
on this parade route.
He always did.
He did a great job in his short time as police chief here in Fort Myers. And
I had the opportunity to spend some time with him throughout my career, and
we honor his memory here tonight.
Always enjoyable and very appreciative what he did for
He will be sorely missed, there's no doubt about it. Fort Myers Community Service Aid. We've got the Sanibel Police going by. Sanibel, of course, hit very hard as well. And our governor, Ron DeSantis, did such an awesome job getting down here and making sure that the pieces were in place to rebuild that bridge to Sanibel in, 10 days?
10 days.
And they had trucks all the way to Sanibel to help restore power on Sanibel and Captiva, the barrier islands that make up so much of the beauty of Southwest Florida.
Florida Highway Patrol following Sanibel alongside the Lee County Port Authority. Appreciate all local law enforcement that is out here tonight and has been down here for many years, keeping us safe. Following the law enforcement, we are happy to see Mr. Burke Edwards joining us in the black truck that just passed by. He's
The president of the pageant. The pageant is different than the festival. The pageant does the coronation of the king and the queen. Great to see Burke out and enjoying the parade and the kudos from his fellow Southwest Floridians.
Following that, we are seeing some of the old cars from the Galloway family.
Always a pleasure to see the Galloways still hanging out and being a part of the Sam Galloway, of course, passed away about a year ago, and the whole Galloway family has just been such a huge part of this festival and this parade with their cars and their support. And we could not do this without the Galloway tradition being a part of it. So we thank Sam and Robert and the entire Galloway family for all of their support. There is Pat and Mike Gill. And, I tell people all the time, without Mike Gill, there is no Edison Festival of Light Parade. Mike Gill is the driving force behind this parade, has been for years. Mike and Pat, a huge part of this community. Mike, a longtime shop teacher, actually, at Bishop Verot High School, and a Viking at heart. He's a graduate of Bishop Verot High School and has been there for probably 50 years. In fact, I know, over 50 years as a teacher. Next up, we got the South Fort Myers Wolfpack Band. They're coming into view now, and I'm sure they'll put on a show. And look at that, we've got the camera in just the right spot. Well done.
I finally did it. probably one of the last stops, if not the last stop for most of our bands here at the end of their parade route. They've been walking for about a mile, maybe a little more. I'm sure it feels like more. We've had warmer parades, we've had colder parades, Ted. I think this is probably a good setup for most of the folks that are walking through it. So we do appreciate them stopping to show off a little bit for their fans.
See, now, is Brian going to come by again? Because in my notes it tells me that Commissioner Brian Hammond should be next. And we've already seen him come through. So
certainly have the South Fort Myers Junior ROTC passing in front of your camera now. And then we are not stopping with the bands, Ted. We do not have a division of the band.
Here comes Bonita Springs High School. Right. Yeah, things are not really in order anymore. Wait.
Ted, I always feel like by about 9 p.m.
We are
in order.
We are ad-libbing as we go. This is the marching band from Bonita Springs High School. They must be the Sharks.
Yeah, Ted mentioned that Lehigh's new. Lehigh's new to Ted. Bonita's even newer.
Even newer. You can spot Bonita Springs High School actually from the interstate. When you
Yes.
drive south on I-75, you can see Bonita Springs High School and their football field right there. We are in Fort Myers, downtown Fort Myers. We call it the River District. Downtown Fort Myers, just a fabulous destination point. We've got great restaurants, bars, all of the local office buildings, lawyers, doctors, everything you would like within walking distance. And it is just a fantastic downtown. It took a long time to get here, but we've done a great job. Our previous mayor, Randy Henderson, did a great job in getting things kicked off here, and Kevin Anderson has maintained and helped Fort Myers continue to grow. So if you have not been, please treat yourself. Come on down and see what we do here in Southwest Florida. Next up is yet another float. Talk to us about the float.
It looks like it's from Tim Galloway Ford and family. Love to see this float. Looks like some Bishop Road cheerleaders there on the float.
There are some Viking cheerleaders on the float. As I get older, the high school kids get much younger. I don't.
Very similar to that. Yes. Here's another junior parade float coming by. I love this one because it notes all the barrier islands, Bonita Beach, Twin Waters, Monkey Dock, Giuseppe, some of the restaurants that we love. All impacted by Hurricane Ian.
And so we're celebrating those restaurants, and a lot of them are coming back online. And, for one, out on the end of Captiva is the Bubble Room. And the Bubble Room, well known for their desserts. And what they've done is they've started making their desserts at the Broadway Palm.
And serving them.
Selling their desserts
out the back, literally out the back door.
Out the back door. And people are lining up for hours to get the red velvet cake or the orange cake or whatever it is that was your favorite. Next up, the Cape Coral High School Seahawk Marching Band, the orange and blue of Cape Coral High School.
Those are your favorite colors, aren't they, Ted?
Yes, they are.
Getting in formation here.
It's rare that you see a single file marching band. Here they go.
I gotcha.
And it's time to watch the Cape Coral High School Seahawk Marching Band.
stop and where to be, Ted?
That's what you need to do. You know, you spot the camera, you stop. You might just want to leave the camera right there. Next up, we've got the Lee County Junior ROTC motivating young people to be better citizens. They come into view now, and there are a large contingent. There is a large contingent of the Junior ROTC folks. This is from Cape Coral High School. So an awfully large group of students from Cape Coral High School, the Seahawks, having a good time here in Southwest Florida. We're in the River District. We're on Edwards Drive. We are just a bit north of the relatively new Luminary Hotel. It's been open for about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
About a year and a half. I think it was here last year when we did the
Oh,
parade.
for sure was here last year. Maybe even the year before that.
And so, but we are just north of the Luminary. Luminary's got beautiful views. It's got a great rooftop bar. It's got a couple of great restaurants. They are now opening up, and I think they may have already opened.
Yeah, I saw it. It
the
was
Top
open
Golf
today.
Suite,
Yeah.
where you can. It's a virtual Top Golf, and I'm looking forward to trying
As
that
if my
out.
golf could get worse. Make it virtual. Make it where you
Well,
can't see
you
where it
can't
goes.
really have people driving golf balls, you know, off the top of the Luminary Hotel into
Right
downtown
into the
Fort Myers.
Caloosahatchee River.
The
I
problem
think
is
we could
people
try
will
it.
not hit the Caloosahatchee River.
No, well, I wouldn't hit it. Looks like we have some royalty coming by now.
Again, we talked earlier about the kings and queens and dukes and duchesses and princes and princesses. These are the older. We also have a junior royalty float coming up a bit later on. But this float is always magnificent. And these are some of the old-time families in Southwest Florida, and their families have been involved in the Edison Festival for generations in a lot of cases, and we appreciate that they come back. A lot of them are in college, and they come back for this weekend. So
The first generation.
There's Judge Nick Thompson.
Ah, yes. And then more of the junior court. Lovely to see them. Ted's the real photographer of the evening.
Well, I'm also the administrator of one of the administrators of the Edison Festival Facebook page, and also our website. So
When
somebody,
you file your complaints about me, it's
somebody's
straight
got
to
to get
Ted.
pictures of the events so that we can post them and bring people down for next year. So
Following that is the Light Up Paradise float.
Lighting Up Paradise is also another junior parade winner. So we saw them last Sunday, and we'll see them again tonight, and they did a great job. Everything, and you've probably noticed it as you've watched, in order to be in this parade at night, it needs to be lit. You need to have your float lit up, and these folks did a great job of lighting those. Look at the kids on the float, dressed as pirates.
Oh, you know what? They're up past their bedtime and rocking it, Ted. Those guys have never
This
been
is the
happier.
one that's got the mock-up of the Santa Lighthouse, which lost one of its legs, but it's been restored.
Yep, a three-legged lighthouse for no more.
And it is now back to its old self, standing strong at the end of Sanibel, and it is legendary. I mean, it is just a beautiful lighthouse. People go out and just spend time at the lighthouse and the restaurants where you can see it. Go out by boat. There's beaches around it. And we're happy to see Sanibel and Mayor Holly D. Smith, who will be coming through a bit later on with that. This is the Ray V. Powerhouse Elementary School float, also another one of our junior parade winners.
Following them, the Briarwood Christian School Marching Band.
This is our next out-of-state band. They are from Birmingham, Alabama, the Marching Lions. See, the uniforms are lit up as well. Did you see the lights?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the lights as they go by? The lights on the drums and the lights down the pant legs.
Committed to the theme.
They understood what we meant when we told them you
Yes.
needed it. It's time to get lit with the Edison Festival of Light.
What do the kids say? They understood the assignment?
That's right.
grateful to have out-of-state people to be here and joining us.
Next up should be the Taylor Carpet 1 float.
Ah, yes. Also very bright, patriotic as well.
John Taylor, a member of the board of directors, having a good time on the float, though. That's just fantastic. They know where the camera is. That's it. No doubt about it. So, John Taylor and his family, all very involved in the, not just the parade, but everything that goes along with it. John and Frank Shirkus are the two right-hand men of Mike Gill, and Mike will eventually be passing that baton
That's
to the
bigger
next
than a baton.
generation, and that will be them. So,
Look at the Bayshore Cluckers. I am so impressed with
this is a junior parade winner. This was a beautiful float. This was
just that flow. I mean, beautiful children as well, but
They
that
were-
flow.
they were a winner last week in the junior parade, and they are back again to celebrate, having a great time. It's great to see them there. Look at those big smiles.
And the Bayshore Cluckers are in the junior parade, have been for many, many years.
They're followed by John and Rusty Klinger. They, of course, own the Zaxby's restaurants here in town, so if you get a craving for chicken, you got to go to Zaxby's.
There you go.
Got to go to Zaxby's and try some Zaxby's chicken.
Coming through your
John is a very dear friend. He was in my wedding. And John and Rusty are wonderful friends. They've got 4 girls that have all been princesses in the and queens and whatnot in the royalty floats, and big time family in the whole Edison
experience.
Yes. Next up from Cypress Lake High School, it is the Marching Pride, the Marching Panther Band. Cypress Lake High School, a bit south of here, from where we sit in downtown Fort Myers. It's been here for quite some time. And the whole lit up drum thing seems to be a thing this year. I appreciate that they've gone into it. And
That wasn't a thing last year.
Cypress Lake High School with their junior ROTC program as well, so they're out in full force, much like the other high schools that have gone through. This is our 11th band of 17, so we still have 6 more bands to go.
Great to see all the volunteers as well. Nearly every band has had the junior ROTC joining us as well.
Jacqueline Berger, Ted Fitzgeorge, we are seated high atop our TV tower on Edwards Drive with our backs to the Caloosahatchee River, facing the beautiful palm trees that line the road. Sort of cat-cornered from the Hall of 50 States, a classic building here in downtown Fort Myers. We are in the River District. Looking a little further out, we see the arcade, the Fort Myers Arcade, and the Repertory Theater, Florida Rep, with some great classic shows. Chris Cowles, always a pleasure to see Chris in the parade. And there are Zach and Patrick Gill, the Gill fellas, and that is Mike's 2 sons. And Patrick is about to be a dad for the 2nd time. There's another Gill boy on the way, so he's going to have 2 sons. Zach already has 2 sons. There's the Hertz Tesla car. It's wrapped and lit. We even allow Tesla in the Edison parade. When you think about it, that's very magnanimous of the Thomas Edison folks. And these guys were with us I think last year might have been their first year.
Yes, it was.
And they were a crowd favorite, and they are again this year. Look at the number of them. We've got 150 dancers, 2 pickups, 2 golf carts, 2 trailers. They are Mexican dancers in full regalia and doing a fantastic job of entertaining the crowd as they go.
There are all different versions. They all have different dances within their sections. They also come along with a wonderfully decorated float as well. Look at those dresses, Ted.
Spectacular costume. a spectacular costume. Wait till you see what's coming into view behind the float. Again, the energy level off the charts.
I can't imagine doing all of this for as far as they've gone. Oh, I just saw it. Well, it's coming around the corner. Sorry, I'm getting excited. There was a large flame in the air.
That'll be the balloon.
Okay.
We'll talk about it when it gets here.
It's gonna, oh, yeah, you're
Or
right.
is it part of the float?
I think it's part of the float.
Yeah, it could be the
Okay,
float.
keep going. Sorry. If you see the flame.
Let's enjoy the Mexican
It
dance.
was exciting for me as it was for you. Oh, look at that light. Is that a person on stilts?
They have taken Stillwater lit up. They have taken it to heart and come dressed to impress, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's awesome. I do believe last year was their first year, so they got a taste of it, and they said, we know what to do again.
We hope they'll be with us for years to come.
We can do more. Look at that Stillwater. That is amazing.
They were our overall winner last week in the junior parade. They won the trophy as the top act in the junior parade, and you can certainly see why.
Yes. That is so cool.
They're still coming down.
Again, 150 of
150
them.
strong, and that's not counting their pickup trucks and their golf carts and their trailers.
Well, and I'm sure all of the volunteers, 150 dancers, all of the
And the
rest
parents
of
that
their
have
support,
brought
yes.
the young people out. We want to thank our sponsors and, of course, the folks that we couldn't do without: the City of Fort Myers, Florida Power and Light, Panther Printing, Greater Fort Myers Chamber of Commerce, so many more, Edison and Ford Winter Estates. They call themselves, or they've been called, uncommon friends. It's Thomas Edison, Harvey Firestone, and Henry Ford. And there's a statue and a fountain in Centennial Park right here in the River District of the three of them. They would spend time together with their families, their wives. Here in Southwest Florida, the McGregor family. Trudy McGregor, of course, responsible for the planting of the palm trees up and down McGregor Boulevard that is so world-renowned. People love to come and see those palm trees, and they survived the hurricane, and we're happy about that. So these dancers are just phenomenal. Look at the headdresses. This reminds me of the Mummers Day Parade in Philadelphia when you see something like this.
Absolutely amazing. Even the golf cart decked out.
And I told you, the flame is from a balloon. So the crowd's totally energized and enthralled with the Mexican dancers, the headdresses, the costumes, the energy, just phenomenal. And there's the final golf cart, but still more dancers.
Yes. Face coverings on these as well. Like they do costumes unlike anyone else in this parade. And now that they have a walking stilt man and lights, there's no stopping them.
And next up, coming into view, my friend Kinsey Lee Aggles and the Remax Direct the Dream Team from downtown Fort Myers. A lot of Remax franchises here in the area, but this is, of course, from right here in downtown Fort Myers. They call themselves Direct the Dream, and it is a great real estate team here in Southwest Florida. We appreciate them being a part of the River District community and, of course, the Edison Parade.
And they took light to a very basic level. Can you get it when it's...
We're going to get it when it flames.
Ted the photographer, snapping the perfect shot. Very cool float joining us here.
I feel the warmth.
Yeah, I actually am enjoying that. Appreciate it. I wonder if it's hot as heck on that float. Ted? Woo! Oh, they're committed.
Direct the tree. Direct the tree. That's it. Turn that flame. Yeah.
Following our friends from Remax, the Young Life Lee County float. Great to see Young Life out here tonight. And then coming into your screen, another band for the evening.
From right down the street, Dunbar High School, it's the Marching Tiger Band. They'll put on a show for us as well when they get into the view. I'll bet you they'll know where the camera is. 85th Annual Thomas Alva Edison Festival of Light Parade. It is the showpiece of our 2-week celebration of the life of Fort Myers' most famous winter resident, Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison, born in 1847, died in 1931.
There's some stats for you, Ted.
Spent some time here in Fort Myers, and his imprint, the Edison and Ford Estates, the Edison home that's here, his experiments that he did, his tests, his patents that he got, a lot of it done right here in Fort Myers, and we're proud to honor him each and every year with this great parade and all of the other events that come along with it. Tomorrow, of course, a great classic car show. We've got crafts on the river yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Get your Christmas shopping done early. So we appreciate all of those folks being a part of this. We had our junior parade last Sunday. We had a kickoff party last night at the Ben Allen Band. He was spectacular. He played for 3 hours straight. But right now, in Dunbar, they're going to put on a show. That was the Marching Tiger Band of Dunbar High School, followed up by the Sebring ROTC Color Guard, and now we've got some U.S. vet trucks, red, white, and blue, the Vietnam Brotherhood with 20 members. We appreciate their service. The heroes just keep coming. The heroes just keep coming as we honor all of our hometown heroes this evening in the parade.
Even an American flag lit up.
They've got 3 trucks, and that is a great, great view right there.
Yes.
Next up, we've got Southwest Florida Living Historians military vehicles. There's the Escort. We've got the vehicles behind them coming up.
You can see them in your screen now, starting with the yellow. What is it, Ted? Do you know?
First one should be a 1942 Ford GPW Jeep.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's so cool.
We've got it from 1942, 43, 73, 93, 43. I mean, going right on back to 1942. There's a 2006 5-ton transporter coming into view very soon, too. But for the most part, everything is at least 80 years old.
Wow.
So they might have been in one of the first 5 Edison Festival
Yes.
parades and been considered a new vehicle. Check out this new vehicle. And now they're 80 years old.
And still doing it.
I used to be a new vehicle.
No, Ted.
Yeah. I'm aging gracefully.
Drives like new. Drives like new.
Like a fine wine. But again, you see the lights. People do take it seriously. The flag. All told, we've got 12 of these vehicles escorted. The order and number may change, so you'll just have to guess as they go by.
What's oldest and what's the
We've got a
newest?
1961 N151 Jeep, a 1942 GPW Jeep, and a 42 GPU GPW. There's lots of GPs.
Yeah.
Willie's MB Jeep from 1942.
Oh, look at this. And
There's got something alive in the back of the wagon there. And
the replica boat here, attracting a lot of attention. And then another fan favorite.
So it looks to me like the Aravis Shrine golf cart got out ahead of the Shriners because they're followed by motorcycles.
Maybe they just got some motorcycles leading them there today. The Shriners need a lead of motorcycles.
We missed a lot of the, since we missed the early part of the parade, we missed the first round of motorcycles that went by from all of the different cities and agencies in town. So
but all of these white
these all seem to be,
motorcycles in formation are enjoyable as well.
These are 10 escort motorcycles for the Shriners.
Ah.
So there will be Shriners in back of them. I didn't count, but there's supposed to be 10, and that looks to be about right.
And the Shriners should be right behind them.
They're enjoying showing off their motorcycle riding skills for the crowd.
Never hurts to add.
Now, among the Shriner carts and vehicles that we've got a Jeepster, we've got an antique car. Of course, the crowd favorite always the 8 Flintstone mini cars.
That's
And then
probably
there's
contest.
4 clowns on electric scooters. There's 3 Tin Lizzies.
And those motorcycles, they certainly. Well, I would bet that they're probably taught to kill some time as the popular Shriners are behind them.
That's right, because they stop playing the crowd. The crowd loves them. Always a big part of our parade. I know when I used to do our stadium show, when we went the opposite way, we would stage downtown and finish there. I love when the Shriners came through. We had so many of them back then. The numbers have shrunk over the years, but so many of them that would come in, and that would be my time for a bathroom break.
Yes.
Get run off the field, do that, come back, and there's still Shriners going by. So
I'm about to ask one of those soon, Ted.
we appreciate the Shriners being a part of our parade. Here comes the grand potentate, no doubt, of the Shriners. And here comes some of the clowns on the scooters. You gotta like a horn that says "Awooga, awooga." I'm not sure if that's the horn or his nose making that noise. Okay. My partner leaving me alone up on the TV tower with a live microphone. This could be trouble, folks. You might want to put the kids to bed. But we've still got Shriners coming through. I love the big Mickey Mouse hands on the driver. The wind is picking up just a bit, but it is a beautiful night here in Southwest Florida. Temperature probably about 65 degrees here as we speak. It is 9:22 on February 18th, and the next marching band coming into sight is the East Lee County High School Marching Band. East Lee High out, obviously east of us here in downtown Fort Myers, a relatively new high school here in Southwest Florida, but one of the 17 bands in attendance and marching here this evening, so we appreciate East Lee County High School being here and being part of our parade, the 85th annual Edison Festival of Light Parade. Next up, we've got the Fox 4 float and walkers handing out children's books. They're handing out books to the kids along the parade route. If you give a child a book is the title on their float. And they are helping teach children to read. It's a Scripps Howard Foundation, and we appreciate Fox 4 again. These are our local heroes that we're honoring that got us through Hurricane Ian, and we appreciate everything that they've done for us here in Southwest Florida, and we are honoring them with this great parade here this year. Next up is the Disney Cars looking like Tow Mater. It's a golf cart dressed up to look like the Tow Mater in the movie Cars, the Disney movie Cars. And next up is the Mudstrut float, our very own Harley Marth and her group. We did Mudstrut as part of our Saturday event, the night, or actually the day before the the Junior Parade. That was last weekend. And they've really decorated their float up this year. It's really looking great. So we appreciate them coming out and celebrating with us, with their dogs and their children. And what a great time they're having here in the Edison Festival Parade. And next up, coming into view, is the Watermelon Queen. The Watermelon Queen. We had a Grand Marshal a few years back who is known for raising watermelons out in Alpha, and he is a great NASCAR race driver. Ross Chastain, well known in Southwest Florida, and the Watermelon Queen is with us. Her name is Alyssa Armentrout, and we thank Alyssa for being part of the parade this year. Alyssa is followed by the Lippman Family Farms balloon and tractor, and you see the balloon coming into sight. They've got their vehicle decorated with orange, black, and white balloons, and of course the huge balloon right behind coming into view as we speak. Lippman Family Produce, very philanthropic. They do a lot of good for a lot of folks here in Southwest Florida. My friend Jamie Weisinger has been on the board with us here at the Edison Festival. We do work together over at IMAG and raise money for the Hands-On Children's Museum here in downtown Fort Myers, and we always appreciate Lippman Family Produce being a part of our parade with their great balloon and tractor here. Just slipping above the camera.
I was going to say.
Or I'm not sure which, but I've got a great picture.
Lowered a bit. There's usually about 2 to 3 big balloons joining us here.
They're going to stop instead because they know.
I'll get the balloon once.
Lippman Family Farms, they spot the camera, they do their tricks, and the crowd loves it.
Such a cool look.
Truly is.
And the tractor as well.
The tractor is also part of the Lippman family.
Sorry, I was still infatuated by the balloon. The tractor is also awesome.
Once again, we're thrilled that all of our balloons have made it the entire parade route without being shot down by our government. Sidewinders and whatnot coming at us.
Take their time.
Ryko Marine is up next. They are pulling the Southwest Florida Parrothead Club.
Yes, and marine companies here in Southwest Florida come on now and appreciate all of their work. A very busy year for them.
Southwest Florida Parrothead Club raising money for great causes and enjoying the music of my friend Jimmy Buffett.
Everyone seems to be enjoying it there. Coming into your screen now, the Green Wave Marching Band from Fort Myers High School.
In the drumline is my friend Hayden Turner. This is Hayden's last event as a drummer with Fort Myers High School. He has he will be going
Worn
on
out
to,
his welcome.
he'll be going on to matriculate at the University of Central Florida beginning next year, and we're hoping that he'll be in the band and we'll be able to enjoy his drumming talents for another 4 years in college.
Look at these lights on the drum crew. There's Ted photography one more time. But Ted, this is not just the drums lit up. We've got every instrument.
Everybody's lit.
Everybody's lit. The key to joining the Fort Myers Festival Edison Festival of Light Parade is the lights.
We try to get the name correct.
I was reading the Fort Myers band letters.
Fort Myers is one of the oldest high schools in Southwest Florida. Along with Dunbar, probably the two original high schools.
I did not know that. Followed by the junior ROTC from Fort Myers here. So Dunbar and Fort Myers High for the two originals. Following our friends from Fort Myers High School, we have the Fight the Bite Mosquito Control Crew. Important part of our lives here in Southwest Florida.
Not so much this time of year, it's just fabulous here, but in the summertime, we're very happy to have them overhead with their sprayers.
Yeah, typically we see them in a helicopter. It's nice to see their vehicle along the parade route today. A truck on a truck. We got quite a few trucks joining us here today. A little trapper, I get it. Fight the Bite.
Mosquito control, of course, also a part of our Day of Discovery and STEMtastic event down here the day before the Junior Parade. That was last weekend. They bring their helicopters down, and the kids they get to go climb on the helicopters and see how they work and enjoy themselves there. This is music by Sean. Sean loves to entertain, and he does stuff all around town these days.
And tonight is a night to remember for him.
He is truly a showman. I'm doing great, man. How are you? It's great to see
Ted
you.
got a direct shout out there. You're seeing the pink fire trucks passing us now.
Pink Heels.
The
This
Pink
is
Heels.
awesome. I'm sure your name is on there somewhere.
Yes, it is.
I have
I
signed it as well in honor of my sister Jill.
I have signed it in honor of my mother. Happy for them to be joining us tonight, supporting women and raising awareness. Alexandria is the name that just passed on that truck. All of the trucks are named. So great to see families and all of the firefighters donning pink there. The School of Rock.
This ought to be fun.
Now. Local crew of musicians. Oh, yeah.
Forestry Service coming in to do with a number of vehicles as well. They've tuned their sirens up to a fine pitch.
Yeah. You'll hear them if you don't see them yet. Yes, the forestry service, and of course, one of our very favorites, Smokey the Bear, joining us.
To remind you, of course, that only you
can prevent forest fires. A couple kids on there that look like they are past bedtime. The forestry service, a very important part of our lives here in Southwest Florida. It is wildfire season right now, the dry season. Down here, it's lovely to come visit, but it is.
It can be warm in the dry season and dangerous, but they keep us safe. And again,
that's why they've got all of the tracks and things that are most popular with our the parade crowd. Following the Forestry Service is the Lehigh Acres MSID truck.
Municipal Services Improvement District, high water rescue and a trailer, 31 feet.
Those come in handy when the water gets high. And now entering your screen, the Gateway High School Band.
The Eagle Band. Not to be confused with the Eagles. Recent Super Bowl loser.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know if there was a nice way to say Super Bowl losers.
What did Vince Lombardi used to say? Second place is the first loser. So.
Fair.
The Gateway Band, followed by a float from Crowder Roofing.
Our friends at Crowder.
Lee Crowder will tell you, there is only one Crowder Roofing.
Yes, there is. And roofers support our hurricane
You
heroes.
gotta believe it. You
Out
gotta
here in
believe it.
Southwest Florida.
We are the epicenter of blue tarps these days, that's for sure. You fly back into Fort Myers, and as you come close to RSW, you can see the number of blue tarps. It's going to be quite a while before we get everybody back under the proper roofing. But people have, again, come from all over the country to help rebuild and remake Southwest Florida. This is the Lions Club float.
With the lion themselves.
You gotta like that.
Himself,
herself, I can't really tell from here.
Following the Lions Club tonight, the Lee County Human and Veteran Services bus. Joining us here now, and a couple
Coming into view behind the service bus and walkers, we've got another band. This is band number 17. So this should be our final band of the parade. This is the Ida S. Baker High School and Junior ROTC coming into view. Ida Baker High School in Cape Coral, correct?
Yes, it
It's
is.
Cape Coral High School. And turning the corner behind the Ida S. Baker High School Band and Junior ROTC is another float. It's called the Year of Illumination.
I love that. That thing is huge. I don't know what to describe it as yet, but it is large. What else you got, Ted?
It's almost got a rabbit-like look to it, doesn't it?
I was going to go with that, but I didn't want to offend anyone.
People in masks and on skateboards rolling along. comes another one on a skateboard in a big purple costume.
Is that a purple dinosaur? It looks like a purple dinosaur. He's zipping himself back up. That purple dinosaur.
As you know,
came unzipped.
When you gotta go,
you gotta go.
That's it. Next up is Zero Gravity. These are dancers with 2 trucks, 40 dancers in all. Here comes somebody else on a skateboard.
You just catching up. Toward the edge.
Somebody's got a bubble maker. There's suddenly bubbles all around us.
Someone has a decent bubble maker. I mean, they're actually sticking together. Zero Gravity passing through here. Ladies giving a little dance.
They've got 40 dancers, 2 trucks.
Oh, wow.
Some nice bright lights coming around the corner.
This float that is coming through on your bottom left corner looks to be Copeland.
That would be Copeland Southern Disposal Incorporated. They've got the blue and white with the lit up trailer. It's great to see local businesses and families getting involved in the parade. And they're followed by the Extreme Demolition and Land Clearing Truck and Lowboy Trailer with 20 walkers. They stayed fairly busy after the hurricane as well. Extreme Painting Contractors and Contracting.
It's great that you were able to make time to join us. I love to see this float as well. And a full semi. Really enjoying that horn. Is that the only full? That's the only full semi I've seen tonight, isn't it, Tim?
First one I've seen.
Pretty cool. That's a heck of a float.
This is when you do this to them and get them to blow.
You don't even have to do it. Well, you don't have to do it this time. That's a cool float.
Tossing some cookies and candy out to the crowd.
Oh, we're too high up for cookies and candy this time.
MTS Construction behind that with an ambulance, a truck pulling a float. More roofers. We love the roofers. We are honoring all of our local heroes after the hurricane.
We appreciate them being here. They got a whole DJ on board. Sorry to be a minute, that semi's going to take a right-hand turn. Oh, there's a baby in that truck. Stuck a baby in real quick.
These are all still vehicles from MTS Construction.
Pretty cool to have them so well represented
Contractors and our roofers, again, part of our honoring of hometown heroes. Folks that pulled us through Hurricane Ian and its aftermath, including our sheriff, Carmen Marcino, all of our meteorologists from the local TV stations. We appreciate them coming out tonight and being part of the machine, part of the parade. Here comes Crown Roofing in their float.
Get Crown on it.
Well lit up.
With the DJ as well.
Dancers, walkers, more lights coming around the corner. They turn the corner from Henry, they cross in front of all the folks sitting in the VIP tent. There are VIP tents available, VIP seats available every year for this parade.
I think the way to know you've made it is when you have a DJ on your float. DJ Roof Guard, huh? Get it? The Aaliyah
group.
Oh, I love that. Some of the golf houses.
And they're followed by Reedy Roofing with their Sanibel Lighthouse on back. And remember, we talked about the Sanibel Lighthouse losing one of its
That's another really good Sanibel Lighthouse
float. This is a great version of it.
Yes, such a cool thing. There there's great photography and paintings and things of the Sanibel Lighthouse.
And I like the working light up at the top. And next up,
hey, thank you. I didn't even notice that.
The Royal Palm Board of Realtors, Royal Palm Coast, actually, the Royal Palm Coast Board of Realtors. Great to see them participating. Real estate market took a hit after Ian. It's coming back as well, but realtors are a resilient bunch. I've been doing it since 1978. When I got into the business, interest rates were close to 18%.
Wow.
So we've seen a lot of different.
We've seen an ebb and flow.
We've had challenges over the years. And, it's a hard-working group, and so many people moving into Florida, all of Florida, over 800,000 new residents this year alone. So great to see the realtors out in force and enjoying the parade.
Beautiful.
Probably throwing out some business cards and whatnot. And we're wrapping up with trucks, ATVs, Lee County Rec Department, and 3 trucks, 3
this
ATVs.
Is the stand with the blue truck.
This was a late addition to the parade. We're very happy to have them here.
Supporting our local men and women in blue. The Rangers behind them.
Again, we honored Chief Derek Diggs, who passed away last week, the Fort Myers Police Chief, and we remember him fondly tonight on this 85th anniversary. He always enjoyed being in the parade, and we miss him here this year. We thank everyone that's been a part of the parade. We're going to do our close off camera because we have no cameraman.
But consequently, the parade always ends with a wonderful showing of the men and women who made all of this week possible.
All of our board members and volunteers, and at least they tell me that we're all volunteers. I often have this fear that I'm the only one that doesn't get paid. Everyone else gets paid, and I don't, but we enjoy doing it. So we want to thank you for joining us.
Yes.
85 years we've been doing this. I haven't, you haven't,
Yeah.
but you know, as a group,
Overall.
as a group, it's been going on 85 years. This is the 85th annual Edison Festival of Light. It's a great way to celebrate everything we love here in Southwest Florida, and we're so proud to be a part of it. We thank all of our hometown heroes that we've honored here tonight. We want you all to be back here next year. Follow up.
Yes,
follow
please.
us online. We've got a website. It's edisonfestival.org. This parade, we'll post the link for this, and hopefully we'll have that up and running soon. We thank our team from FSW for their hard work and their efforts, Bo Young, Paul Nolan, and Corey LeSue. We thank our meteorologists, we thank our policemen, we thank our roofers, but most of all, we thank you, our viewers, our listeners, and the fans of the Edison Festival of Light Parade, along with my partner, Jacqueline Beavis Berger, and her beautiful family.
It's wonderful to be here this evening again with you, Ted. And thank you all for watching at home from all over. We really appreciate it, and we hope that sometime, if it's not this year, it's next year, that you can come and join us here in February.
We see you down here. We will save you a seat on the parade route. Jacqueline Beavis, Jacqueline Beavis Berger, and Ted Fitzgeorge. We thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next year. Good night, and God bless.